나태함 속에 던졌던 말로 홈런을 맞는 실투 다 끝. 난 갈아탔지만 우리 앞길을 막지 말라고 외치며 마음을 다잡.
The 2K Sports Pre.
Hello and welcome to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille.
Oklahoma City landed the Thunder in a fine Western Conference battle here at the Chesapeake Energy Arena. And the Spurs looking for a positive start here on their road trip. A superb ball club playing a great brand of basketball. #1 record right now in the NBA.
It's go time. Now, these are two teams whose rivalry goes way back, and anytime they renew it, the fans, as well as all that are involved, are going to be in for a treat.
I like that. Go time. That's a good way to put it. I mean, this will be a testing encounter between these two. The build-up to the game has been extremely intense. I think everybody's expecting some kind of volatility to erupt on the floor today.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court right now for the Spurs. Defensive-minded men, and it's Parker in at the point guard position. He dishes it to Dedmon. Here's Leonard. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Oh. Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
Now here's Westbrook. He had a 33-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Oh, and the cheat by Leonard.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right where. Waiting for him.
Westbrook kicks to Cantor. They set the pick. Oladipo against Parker. Here's Sabonis, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Thunder able to retain possession. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Green against Westbrook. Offensive. Rebound. Here's Sabonis.
San Antonio foul. Wiley. That's his first personal foul.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against Brooklyn.
And then in that game, guys, I mean, the beneficiary of what was some very lackluster defense being played against them.
Agreed, guys. It was really quite shocking and disappointing how many free runs to the hoop they got.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard.
Kyle Anderson.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Westbrook against Green. Pass to Sabonis. He feeds it to Oladipo. Down low. Sabonis with the bucket.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Parker dishes to Aldridge. Muhammad with the steal. And now the fast break. Westbrook.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Feeds to Cantor. And Muhammad kicks to Cantor. Cantor sets the pick for Westbrook. Clock at 6. Rebound, San Antonio.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
And Green gets it to go. Here's Westbrook. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Muhammad with it. Cantor with a screen on Anderson. There's a screen by Cantor. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Another miss by Westbrook.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
And for the Thunder, they're shooting 36% in this first quarter, trying to get their bearings. Passes it to Muhammad. Cantor sets the pick for Muhammad. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
And here's a look at the stats for Russell Westbrook. Since the All-Star break, he's been unstoppable. He's putting up 29 points a game, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds. Night in and night out, he's their #1 option offensively.
That's why he leads the team in scoring. Almost every play feels like it runs through him.
Parker's shot is off.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Now here's Muhammad. His last outing, he had 18 points. The shot's good from Cantor.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the ring.
The feed to Green. Cans it from downtown. Green's got 5 now.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Westbrook against Green. Here's the screen. Fires from 14, and that one comes up a bit short.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Anderson can't get it to go.
defense there got away with a major lapse.
It's Westbrook with the drive. It drops for his second made shot of this game. An unimpressive 2 of 7, though.
With that now, only 2 of 7 to start the game. Not the start he was hoping for.
And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Adams coming. Oh! That's not as easy as he made it look, guys. You've got to have some skills to pull that baby off.
Well, he's got plenty of those skills necessary.
And you know what? Man. That man can climb a ladder.
It's Ginobili with the drive. A wide open look for Gasol. San Antonio again missing. Outside Westbrook. He kicks it to Adams. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Adams has got his first basket.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kick-out's the only choice.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
Well, Kev, Quinn Snyder gave me a few moments to catch up with him. He knows this won't be an easy game, especially defensively. And he talked about how difficult it is to contain shooting guard Manu Ginobili. He told me Ginobili is one of those right-brain scorers. He just sees the game just slightly differently. An angle to get by his man or an opportunity to draw contact. And, of course, he can really do it all. Drive, shoot, and pass. Kevin, Ginobili, without a doubt, one of the more well-rounded and competitive players in the entire league.
Thanks, Doris.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
To the middle, here's Sabonis. Makes it off the glass. The Monster's got his second bucket of the night.
He's looking confident right from the opening tip.
Gasol, a screen on Westbrook. Mills can't hit.
That was a good rebound right there, but they haven't been very strong on the glass so far.
Clark, a little disparity there in the rebound numbers, but some of that comes down to how the ball bounces. Let's see if it evens out.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for the Monster. And it's Azania in for Muhammad. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Gasol inside. Adams on him. And Gasol slams it in.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound are a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the night. The Thunder leading by 4. There's the dish to Adams. It's Westbrook with the drive. He scores with that shot. Now he's 3 of 8.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Cauley Stein with the screen for Westbrook. Pass to Hazania. 1:31 left in the first quarter. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Shot clock at 5. Now here's Mills. 14 points from him the last game against Brooklyn.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
Anderson passes to Ginobili. Buries it from three-point range. Ginobili's got his first 3 points of the game.
The defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Robertson dishes to Adams. There's the pass to Robertson. Stolen by Ginobili. Anderson outside. Kicks it to Aldridge. Dishes to Mills. Pass to Anderson. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. And down it goes. Dunk through. Off a wonderful assist.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly.
Westbrook, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
He hits the second from the line. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Kings in Sacramento.
Probably their poorest defensive effort all season long. I mean, at home, that kind of D is not going to cut it. Never mind when you're on the road.
Hey, I don't know, guys. This may be all speculation. Perhaps they had a bad flight into town. The night before.
And a moment now to hear from Steven Adams as he reflects back on a life growing up as the youngest of 18 children.
So, like, the youngest over there has to do everything, like.
Hard to imagine growing up in such a huge family, but it sounds like maybe it prepared him for life in the NBA.
Yeah, got him outside of himself and toughened him up a little bit. No question about that. Wow, 18, that's mind-boggling.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
I just think that from an intensity standpoint, their defense has really been the key. It's been the catalyst as they've been able to disrupt their opponent's offense.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been much more intense defensively. And their defense not only has been intense, but it's been swarming and saran wrap-like.
Canner is the power forward with Adams in the middle. Oladipo is out there with Corey Brewer. And it's Hazonia in at the three. That's the group for Oklahoma City getting going here in the second.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
Feeds to Oladipo. Passes to Hazonia. Cantor with a screen on Leonard. Got a piece of it. Leonard with the steal. 3-on-3. Parker with it. Now defended by Oladipo. Screen by Lee. Parker kicks to Lee. Sabonis grabs the board. Well, Monster's got his third rebound tonight.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
Muhammad, he's checked in for the Thunder. Here's Oladipo. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. 6 to shoot. Here's Cantor. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Cantor's got his second bucket of the night. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
And both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And Leonard gets it to go.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
The feed now to Oladipo. Parker with the steal. And, oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. Rips down the breakaway slam.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Ball's knocked loose. Parker with the steal. Dedmon passes to Parker. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Knocked away. Muhammad with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. Oladipo's running. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Roberson, he's checked in for Corey Brewer. Leonard dishes to Dedmon. Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Thunder trailing by 4. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Parker with the steal. And now running it up the court. Green pushing it all the way. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for San Antonio.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Thunder have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Knocks it loose. Leonard with the steal. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, used to love to go up and jam like that.
There's a screen by Canner. And Muhammad kicks to Oladipo. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
And Clark, that's been the story of this game so far. I mean, they cannot hand over any more easy points in the open floor.
Here's Roberson. Buries the long-range jumper. Roberson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now Parker. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game. Lee outside. He kicks it to Dedmon. Just 5 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. And Green gets it to go. Timeout is called. First of the game for the Thunder. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
We need to make some adjustments because he's absolutely scorching.
And the Thunder making a change here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Spurs also with the sub. Well, Marcus Aldridge, he's checked in for David Lee. Parker with the steal. And it's blocked. And here's Oladipo. And the foul call on Kawhi Leonard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his 3rd.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Westbrook comes in for Oladipo. Here's Cauley Stein, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Outside Leonard. And the wide open shot from Green. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 3rd assist on the night.
There is no way no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Westbrook against Green. They get a hand on it. Leonard with the steal by himself, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout, just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
Roberson the pass to Cauley-Stein. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Their last encounter was in Oklahoma City, where they were able to handle the Thunder.
Yeah, really ratcheted up the pressure in their last matchup, getting steals and just creating havoc defensively.
And frankly, I mean, that was sloppy play on the other side's part, but not all of it. They put the screws to him, that's for sure.
Hezonja, he's checked in for Muhammad.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
No good from Gasol.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Westbrook drives in. Here's Roberson, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the D still has to keep an eye on him.
Stolen by Westbrook. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
On offense, here are the Thunder. Right now, they're on a 9-0 run. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
He dishes it to Cauley-Stein. They set the pick. From about 16, it's good, and the San Antonio lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Westbrook.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first half. Gasol dishes to Aldridge. The Spurs have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. First free throw is good. Corey Brewer's checked in for the Thunder. Manu Ginobili's checked in for San Antonio. And so LaMarcus Aldridge nails them both.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Man, and it's really served them well. Seeking out the contact you mentioned and putting pressure on the defense.
Gasol setting the pick for Ginobili. 3-pointer, and he gets it to go. Ginobili's got 6.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
There's 47 seconds left here in the second. Here's Hezonja. Up again, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Mills, that's a 2-pointer. can't get it to go. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Next matchup, they'll be home against the Suns. That'll be the latter half of this two-game homestand. Now the dish to Brewer. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Adams. Pass to Hazanya. Shot clock at 6. Oklahoma City moving it around. Leonard with the steal. Jumps up. Oh! Did you see that? Man, oh, man.
Oh, my goodness. Fella's going to hurt somebody. With a dunk like that, probably will hurt himself.
Oh, there's too much fun to be had.
And he's having it. That had to be fun.
Well, Russell, you've played with such force throughout the first half. What's fueling the way you approach the game tonight?
Just trying to stay in attack mode, man.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny. Kawhi Leonard is having one of those nights. He had 20 points, 3 assists, and 5 steals. His opening period tonight, right on par with his performance last game out, which was outstanding. Kenny, what was your take on San Antonio? And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Oklahoma City.
Well, it was a huge first half for their bench, a.k.a. the others, played pretty good. When you get a boost like this, it always gives the team a lift. And given how well the others are contributing, we'll probably continue to see more minutes for them in the second half. Starters or not, when players are producing, you got to ride them, cowboy.
And that's going to do it for now as the second half is just about to get...
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now.
Leonard playing extremely well. He has 20 points, and he's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court.
Spurs leading by 5. On the floor for San Antonio, the always reliable Parker and Green in the backcourt. Kawhi Leonard is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Dedmon in at the center position.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
And Westbrook, here we go. True on the 14-footer. Westbrook's got 15.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Parker kicks to Aldridge. The offensive rebound, Dedmon. And that one is hammered home.
And a few more points tacked on to their lead in the cruelest way possible.
You're right. Yeah, those putback jams sting, don't they? My goodness.
Yeah, they really hurt you. I mean, the defense forces a miss and then can't rebound it and finish off the defense. They're hanging their heads in their chest now.
And that one's good. Parker.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Thunder trailing by 9. And there's the pass to Sabonis. And Muhammad kicks to Oladipo. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Parker. The Thunder have shot 67% from the line tonight, going 4-6. And the first one at the line is good. Oladipo hits them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Aldridge with a screen on Westbrook. Parker passes to Aldridge. And it's good on the assist by Parker. 8 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
They set the screen. Oladipo goes in. Pass to Sabonis. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Leonard dishes to Aldridge. Muhammad grabs the board. Muhammad's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. He feeds it to Oladipo. Out to the wing. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. That's a basket. His 8th from the field, 8 of 14. Leonard kicks to Parker. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way as much as... there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. For San Antonio, they have been good at the line so far, 5 of 5.
It's been a good one for Parker. 9 points, and he's stolen the ball 4 times. Whether it's making the tough pass or coming up with the steal, he's been able to do it.
You're right on with that. He's had a great feel, really, for his teammates as well as the opponent.
And Oladipo kicks to Westbrook. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Whoa, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Here's Aldridge. Nails the baby hook. Aldridge has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
And the Spurs making a change here. Lee's checked in. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Sabonis, and it's sent back by Aldridge. Parker kicks to Aldridge. And Parker, here we go. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Dishes it to Cantor. Westbrook against Green. Westbrook passes to Sabonis, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Roberson, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook.
For your Thunder, Andre Roberson.
Third quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Passes it to Sabonis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Cantor. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. Spurs leading by 11. Aldridge a screen. Parker dishes to Aldridge. And another basket for San Antonio.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And Oladipo kicks to Cantor. Feeds to Muhammad. Cantor sets the pick for Muhammad. And Oladipo has it in the corner. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And a good time now to show you the centers and power forwards from around the NBA that have had the softest touch here in the second half of the season. Third is LaMarcus Aldridge. And, of course, Steven Adams.
And it's one thing to be able to create high-quality shots for yourself, but you still have to finish.
Okay,
and there's no doubt all those guys can do both.
Yes, sir. I mean, these guys make the most of every one of their easy opportunities. Missing layups is simply not part of their routine.
Pau Gasol's checked in for San Antonio. Anderson comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Oladipo hits them both.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And trying to cut into this lead, they need every edge they can get.
Lee sets a screen for Green. Here's Gasol, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Spurs.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
Anderson right side. Parker outside. Picked by Lee. The high post shot. And the call will be against David Lee. That's his first foul.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over-the-back call.
Adams, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Oladipo. Great D that time from Green.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
And he gets that one to go off the front iron. 16 points for Parker.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good. These past few weeks, you can see how San Antonio stacks up. First in assists, first in steals, and they're #1 in block shots. This is a team that doesn't allow easy shots in the lane.
And how about that assist rate? Great chemistry offensively, playing with one mind, if you will, all on the same page. That's special basketball we're witnessing here tonight.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Thunder. Hezonja comes in for Muhammad. Spurs also with the sub. Mills is checked in.
And they seem to have gotten something out of almost every possession. Their defense has been just as good, just a tremendous performance all the way around.
Yeah, and they're doing it in hostile territory, too. I mean, don't forget about that part of it, which makes it even more impressive.
Manu Ginobili's checked in for the Spurs. Thunder trailing by 19. And Roberson kicks to Adams. And the pass to Hezonja. There's a good screen. And there's the feed to Oladipo. To the paint. And Cauley-Stein with the basket on the assist by Oladipo. And that's 10 points for Willie Cauley-Stein. Spurs leading by 17. Here's Mills. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Down low, Gasol. Thunder with the rebound. Cauley-Stein's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Stolen by Ginobili. Drops in the breakaway layup. Ginobili's got 8 points.
Well, you know, he's not a guy that's just going to settle for pulling up. When he has an opportunity, he's going to take it strong to the hoop.
Kicks to Oladipo. He dishes it to Cauley-Stein. 6 on the shot clock. Stolen by Anderson. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. That's tipped. Tries again. Ginobili the pass to Mills. And the three. Off target.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And Roberson kicks to Oladipo. Here's Hezonja. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Ginobili against Oladipo. Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Ginobili. He kicks it to Mills. It's stolen by Adams. There's Azania. He's covered by Ginobili.
That is really poor defensive awareness. I mean, he's one guy you don't want to give any space to. You've got to stay attached and connected.
Screen by Lee. Lee sets a screen for Ginobili. The dish now to Mills. Off the screen. It's hauled in by Adams.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if he'd be a little bit more selective tonight. Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
And Mills kicks to Gasol. And the powerful one. Handed slam.
And haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Oladipo outside. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Cauley Stein with the screen for Oladipo. Clock at 4. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
A long windup and a strong follow-through on that one-hand jam.
He's not going to mess that one up for sure.
I sure hope not.
Here's Brewer, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol.
The story in the first half was their low free throw percentage. They've corrected that here in the second half, and hopefully they can build on it as this game continues to progress.
The Thunder have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
That's been one of the strongest aspects of this team this season. I mean, there have been very few off nights for them at the free throw line.
Ginobili outside. The tray. And no good trying to get that one. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Spurs lead by 17. Here in the fourth quarter, the scoreboard tells the story in the field. Trailing by 17. They've got Enes Kanter. Brewer is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's the monster. And it's Muhammad in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma. And that's now 21 points for Russell Westbrook.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Leonard attacking and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
To the inside, Kanter. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 6th assist on the night.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness, Greg. I mean, if they don't, things are just going to get worse from here. Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Pass to Muhammad. Back to Westbrook. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And that's some inspiration. Steals, blocks, and a big dunk. Those are ways that you can really change the momentum in a game.
Well, they got to chip away, Clark, at that deficit, and no doubt that'll help.
And that's what he's out there for, guys. I mean, he is an electrifying player, no doubt.
Here's Simmons. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Easy to see who's going to win that race.
Yeah, early offense is often easy offense. Excellent work that time.
Westbrook dishes to Muhammad. Second chance shot, and the rejection by Leonard. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. It's Westbrook with the drive. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 6 here in this quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Outside Aldridge. They set the pick. Here's Leonard. And the officials with... So a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And the Thunder making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Pass to Sabonis. Oladipo with the ball. And Kanter now top the key. There's a screen by Kanter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Oladipo. Got a hand on it, but he stays with it. Sabonis, no good. Spurs leading by 18. It's Parker with the drive. Here's Dedmon. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Where's the box out? Some easy second-chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
I think he just wants to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and I think that's a wise timeout.
And part of it, too, Greg, was he saw some things going on out there that he didn't care for.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, I was able to listen in on what Quinn Snyder was going over with his team. The strategy included running the offense through Russell Westbrook. Coach would like to see him utilized in the offense as much as possible. We can expect to see them going to him constantly. A few late-on-the-fly adjustments as the situation gets more desperate for them. It's going to be a tough hill to climb, guys.
And thank you, Doris. Outside Leonard. The Thunder pull it in. The Monsters got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Muhammad, the pass to Westbrook. He feeds it to Kanter. Will it go? It's rebounded by Aldridge. Aldridge has got his 3rd rebound on the night. Parker kicks to Aldridge. Expanding his range. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Parker's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. The Thunder shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the strike for 2.
What a game it's been for Westbrook. 25 points, and he's come away with 2 steals as well. He's blown up some plays out there.
And it also shows you the importance of intelligence as a defender, because he has been a nightmare on the ball.
And a new group in here for the Thunder. Mitch McGary's checked in for Enes Kanter. Cauley Stein comes in for the Monster. Roberson, he's checked in for Muhammad. And Abrinas subbed in for Oladipo. Westbrook against Parker. Right side Leonard. Dishes it to Simmons. Fires from deep. That's good. Simmons got 5 points now in the quarter.
One aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight. And folks, those are hops you just don't see from that one spot every day.
Well, that's why he is such an uncommon talent.
Yep, uncommon and unparalleled. I mean, he makes things happen out there for sure.
And he gets it to go. $18 points for Tony Parker.
Of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks the coach drew up.
And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And the Spurs making a change here. Lee's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. Kyle Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Bertans, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Parker.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Lee, a screen on Westbrook. Feeds it to Anderson. And stolen by Cauley Stein. It's Westbrook with the drive. The 11-footer. Can't get it to go. Good D by Lee.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
I agree with you. I mean, not the shot they were hoping for, but he can really cause problems with his defense.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City, David Lee. At the line.
And he knocks down the first one. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Steven Adams, he's checked in for McGarry. The Monster comes in for Cauley Stein. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Roberson. And it's Victor Oladipo in for the Beast. Well, Thunder have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. And Westbrook, here we go. The baseline J off the mark. San Antonio's gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight. Just a little over 40%. Offensive rebound. And Lee with the stuff.
And able to pad his stats a little bit there on that play. The board and the bucket.
And you know, Greg, that'll put him in the good graces of that coaching staff, too. My goodness.
Kevin and Greg, hard work on the offensive glass always does that. I mean, his fans will remember the dunk, but the coaches love the rebound.
To the left side wing. Muhammad. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got his 7th assist in the game. Pass to Bertens for 3. The shot no good. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. The feed to Westbrook. It's blocked. Now here's Anderson. No good from Simmons.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Lee, a screen on Westbrook. Mills dishes to Lee. Here's Bertens. Fires the jumper from the corner and nails it.
Assist from
Oklahoma City's gone 3 of 3 from three-point land here tonight. Westbrook kicks to Muhammad. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Here's Mills. And the pass to Lee. They get the rebound. Inside. It's stolen by Adams. Outside Westbrook. Trying to find Muhammad. Gets it to him. Good. Muhammad's got 7 points for the quarter.
When they pulled up from mid-range, more often than not, they buried it.
And that shot might not be the #1 option, but if the D will give it to you and you get it in rhythm, that's the one you take.
Mills passes to Simmons. Shot's good. Now Westbrook. A minute 42 left to play here in the fourth. Snatched up. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
There's the pick. Here's Simmons. Kicks it to Mills. Here's the 3. Shot is no good. Great D that time from Westbrook.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Spurs.
A few times this season, turnovers have cost them, but Clark, they really kept the ball under control.
I thought they were both focused and relentless, Kevin.
And you can hardly say this win surprised anyone with the season these guys have put together. Win after win all year long. What a record-breaking year this team has put together. A season for the record books.
And their dominance continues, guys, as they sweep the season series 4 games to none.
That's impressive on one side, but embarrassing on the other side, Greg.
a fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Leonard. You can do a lot to change a game other than scoring, and it was his quick hands on the defensive end that put them in the driver's seat. I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Westbrook with the bucket.
No doubt about it. He has done a ton to help his team, but he's going to have to do even more if they want to have a chance to get back in this.
And here's Mills. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, Marcus, this is certainly a good win. What was
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Kawhi Leonard. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game. How'd you feel about his performance, Kenny?
He was up to every single challenge he faced.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports.